Hello everyone. So today I am going to discuss about the Cisco SD-WAN, and I'm assuming that you are a partner and having a customer who is having a requirement about the SD-WAN solution. So uh, basically, if I talk about the requirement of your customer, majorly four requirements are there which your customer is looking for. Number one, he wants to connect all the branches with the data center or head office securely. Second, they want to bring down the cost of their links. Third, they want to have a new site should be up and running without waiting for the ISP to lay down the fiber cable. Fourth, they want a solution which can help them to do the troubleshooting. Now, before jumping to the SD-WAN solution, let me discuss about the Meraki. So, Meraki is basically Meraki built on the industry's most trusted cloud infrastructure, having a 10 plus years of experience, and we are having more than 500,000 plus customers across the globe. Okay, and with Meraki, we are offering you the complete IT portfolio which you can manage from a single pane of a glass. We are offering Meraki access point switches, SD-WAN devices, cellular gateways, IP cameras, endpoint management solution. So, beauty of a Meraki is that you can manage all these devices via single pane of a glass. Now coming back to the SD-WAN, why SD-WAN? So basically, if you see nowadays there is a increased use of voice and video applications. Not only that, your customer is also using the 4K video conference device, and not only that, they are also moving their application and resources in the cloud. So uh, all these things will require higher bandwidth, and since your customer is using MPLS and lease line, if they will increase the bandwidth of their MPLS or lease line, the cost will also get increased. But if you see nowadays, other technologies like 4G and the broadband connectivity, they are also maturing. And having said that, so, with this kind of a technology, now your customer can have one link as an MPLS and other one could be a broadband. Or if broadband service is better at some place, then customer can have both the links as a broadband. Okay. And not only that, your customer can do the load balancing and can define a policy based on the performance of a link. So traffic will move, accordingly to have a better quality of a service. So now, when I'm talking about the quality of a service, so since your customer is moving their application as well as the infrastructure in the cloud, okay, we can give the direct internet access to the branches so that instead of sending all the traffic to the data center, now branches can have the direct internet access locally, and that too securely. Okay, so now, when we talk about SD-WAN, what is the better than the Cisco SD-WAN powered by Meraki? With Meraki, your customer will get two WAN ports along with a 4G connectivity in case of two primary links fail. So, it will also help to solve the requirement of your customer where he wants the site should be up and running without waiting for the, ISP to lay down the fiber cable. So, with 4G connectivity, this requirement can easily be fulfilled, right? Also, your customer can deploy a solution in HA mode, and if they want to have a PoE ports, that option is also available. Not only that, in some models we are also offering a Wi-Fi feature as well. So based on the requirement of your customer, we can choose the model. Okay. So with Meraki, you can have a zero touch deployment options as well. Now, when I'm saying zero touch deployment, so we are offering true zero touch deployment where with the help of this feature, you can save time and money, because previously to deploy any site, you need to send your skilled engineer to the site, right? So it will require both time and money, but here with zero touch, you can define a policy or configuration before device is reaches to the site, and as soon as the device reaches to the site, customer just need to power it on and give the internet access to the device, and boom, whatever the configuration or the policy which you have defined for that particular device will automatically get pushed to the device. So with this, you can save time and money both. And now, if I talk about some other requirement of your client, which he was looking for regarding the troubleshooting. So, with Meraki, your customer will get some advanced analytics with machine learning. So, with advanced analytics, your customer will have end-to-end visibility of the SaaS applications running in their network. Now, he can monitor the performance and he can get the information if anything is wrong. You will get end-to-end information visibility, like where is the issue, in which application there is a issue, and what is the cause of behind that particular issue. Not only that, your customer can monitor the health of all MX uplinks across all the sites. Okay. And he will also can monitor the performance and get the information if any site is down, or if any ISP is not working well or giving a poor performance. So he will have the entire idea about like how his network is working. Now, if I talk about another requirement of your customer regarding connecting branches with the data center or the head office. So, with a Meraki, your customer can have VPN up and running with just the 3 clicks. Not only that, even if your customer is not having a public IP address, he can still have VPN up and running with a dynamic IP. And last, I want to discuss about the security, which is a very important piece. So, if I talk about the security, Meraki MX is powered by the Talos. So, what is the Talos? Talos is basically a security intelligence group within a Cisco. And now, if I talk about some capabilities of the Talos, then they used to check 600 billion email messages per day, 16 billion web requests per day. Okay. Not only that, have deployed some honeypots across the globe. And since you are aware, Cisco is having the largest deployment base across the globe, we find more threats than any of our competitors. Okay. So when I'm saying that we are offering this, direct internet access to the branch, by having a secure connectivity, we can have easily give a direct internet access to the branch. And with this, I would like to jump over to the demo, a quick demo which I can show you here. So here you can see this is the dashboard of a Meraki, where you can see you can manage your each and every site. So let's say you may have one site, you may have 10 sites across the globe, or maybe 100 sites, right? All the sites, all the networks you can manage here from the this single pane of a glass. Not only that, you can manage all your devices. As you can see here, the SD-WAN device, the switches, wireless, cameras. So all these devices you can manage via this single dashboard. No need to jump here and there. Okay. So what you just need internet and the browser, and that's it. Now coming back to the SD-WAN part, so here is a basic appliance status where you can see the information of your device, like what is the model number, how many WAN uplinks are there, whether they are active or inactive, firmware is up to date or not. So all those basic informations you will get here. Then if I talk about some basic configuration about the configuring the IP address or the VLANs, so here you can configure all the basic stuff, like creating some VLANs. If your customer is having a requirement, you can do that. Then if I talk about the SD-WAN, right? How to configure the SD-WAN, right? And what are the features we are offering with the SD-WAN? So as you can see here, you can configure the WAN uplinks. Okay. And since as I told you, we are offering two WAN uplinks, right? So you can do the load balancing. Simply you can enable or disable it based on the requirement. And not only that, you can also select which is going to be a primary uplink, which is going to be a secondary. Okay. Once this is set, what you can do, you can also do the custom traffic preference, like how internet or the VPN traffic should move. So based on that, whatever the policies you will define or the configure, your traffic flow will move accordingly. So here you can see we have configured some traffic flow for the internet traffic, and for the VPN traffic. Not only that, you can also do some custom performance classes. So as you can see, we have configured three custom performance classes here. One is, let's say, take an example of a CRM application. So for this CRM application, as you can see here, we have defined a policy that my traffic for this particular application, okay, should go from the WAN to link. And by any chance, if it is not matching the criteria which I have defined for the this particular CRM application, then my traffic will go from a WAN one link. Okay. So likewise, you can have your define your custom, performance classes for your applications. So that's it, and it's very easy to use. It's very easy to configure. Now coming back to the VPN part. So as I told you, it's very easy for your customer to configure the VPN with just the help of a 3 click. He can define, he can configure the VPN. So no need to have remember those commands like where you want to configure phase one, phase two configuration, and secret keys, all those things, right? But here you have to define this particular location is going to be your hub location or the spoke. So as you can see, this is the London site, it is my spoke location. And once I have selected this as a spoke location, I have to define that which is going to be my hub location. So I have defined which is going to be my hub location. Now, once I have defined this hub and spoke, what I'll do, I will select which networks I want to advertise to the other side. So I'll keep a VPN on or VPN off. So those networks which I don't want to advertise, I will keep it off. Okay. So those networks are not going to be advertised. Once done, you will get the information about the remote VPN clients and the subnets which they are advertising. Okay. And not only that, if you want to see some more detail about the VPN status, then you can see here how the connectivities are with your VPN peers. And not only that, you will also get the information like how the uplinks or how the data traffic is moving, whether the policy which you have configured is working properly or not. You will get the information here. So as you can see, the traffic which is going from this particular source IP, okay, they are going from the WAN to link. Now here you will get the reason as well why this traffic is going from the WAN to link, because this is a preferred uplink, and we have defined a policy here that preferred uplink would be a WAN 2, and by any chance if this link is get a fail, then only my traffic will move from the WAN 1. So that's why my traffic is moving from the WAN 2. Okay, so you will also get this kind of information. Now if I talk about some analytics which we were talking about, your customer will get some advanced analytics feature with the machine learning. So here they will get the information about the applications which are running in their premises, and based on these utility, he will come to know where exactly the issue is, whether issue is from the LAN side or a WAN side or at a server side, so at a domain side. Okay, so those kind of granular information your customer will get. So now here you can see this CRM application is causing some issue. So out of 5 networks, one network is got affected due to WAN link issue. So now to get more information about this particular issue, we can see here, once I have clicked on the CRM application, you can see here my London site is giving me the issue for this particular CRM application due to the WAN, right? So as you can see, if I want to have some more detail, like how my WAN link is working, so as you can see here, with the help of machine learning, we have we have done some thresholding here based on the past performance of my WAN uplink. So this threshold has been defined by machine learning. Okay, so it is automatic process, we don't have to do anything, but based on the past performance of your link, it will get automatically defined. So now as you can see, frequently my WAN uplink is moving below this threshold. So my threshold is 160 kbps, and now I'm getting the throughput is 36 kbps, which is far below than our average threshold line, right? and that's why it is causing me an issue in the CRM application. Okay. Not only that, as I was tell you that we will get some more information about the WAN health of all the Meraki devices deployed across the globe. So here you can see all the devices across the globe, and you will get the information where the WAN uplinks are working well, or where there is some sort of issue at the WAN side. Okay, so here you can see at the San Francisco WAN 2 is giving us a poor performance. Okay, you can see at a London for this WAN 2, this is giving us a poor performance, right? And due to that, you can see the CRM and software updates, these two particular applications are not working well. Okay, so it will be very easier for your customer to get the information about all the sites, and how the things are working at all the sites. So this is very useful and very easy to use tool. So to conclude my speech today, I would like to give you Miraki's core value and the value proposition for your customers. So it is to provide a complete cloud managed IT solution through simplifying yet powerful technology. And with Miraki, your customer can deploy and grow the networks at the branch location easily and rapidly. Not only that, he will be able to manage and monitor those networks with a robust analytics from a single pane of a glass, which will also help him to reduce administrative overhead with a simple all-inclusive licensing model and a tool. And for free demo, which you want to do to your customer place, you can always reach out to me. We can surely do the demo at your customer premise, so have he will have a better understanding about this particular solution. Thank you.